Hey everyone, my name is Riley, and in this video I will be showing you step by step how we can build a landing page on Kartra. Now this landing page will be applicable for anything, so whether you are selling digital products, whether you are selling physical products, or whether you are an affiliate marketer, all you have to do is follow along with this step-by-step guide and you will be able to create a beautiful landing page with Kartra. If you do not yet have a Kartra account, I will leave my exclusive affiliate discount in the description, and signing up to Kartra using this link will allow you to get an additional 20% off all of your plans. Now, with that being said, if we come over to Kartra right here, to actually go ahead and create this landing page, we just want to head over to Pages on this left-hand side. So we can go ahead and open this up right here. And then I already have some default pages that I was playing around with, but to create a new page, we just want to go to Page in this bottom left corner. So once we are here, it's going to give us all of these beautiful templates that we can choose from. So we are going to see like sales pages, we're going to see checkout pages. All of these different things are kind of bundled together. So specifically to get a landing page, we just want to go up, and this is called a squeeze page on Kartra. If we click into this, you can see that all of these are going to be landing pages where we can offer something and we are going to get an email in return. So what I would recommend when choosing a template is choose a template that kind of fits to your page, because it just makes your life a lot easier. In terms of the colors for the page, like let's say your brand color is orange, then this is no worries. Like we can go in and we can change all of this. So you want to choose the best looking page and the one that you think is going to fit best for your brand. As an example, I'm going to choose this page right here. So once you have found your template, we can just click on select. And then let's go through and name this page. So I'm going to go in and just call this GeForce North landing page. And then if you do have categories and specific websites set up, then you can choose to link them right here. This is not necessary, like I'm not going to do this because I don't have either of these set up on this account. But once all of that is done, we just go through and click on create. This is then going to take us into the Kartra page builder, and they give us this quick tutorial that's just going to tell us a very basic overview of how everything works. But we can skip through this, and as you can see, we now have this landing page. The beautiful thing about Kartra is the fact that this is a drag and drop editor, and it is genuinely one of the best page builders that I have ever used. The reason for this is because it's just so simple to use. So to change anything on this page, all we have to do is, let's say we want to change some text. We just click in, and then in here we can now go in and edit the text. So in here I'm going to say how to make your first $10,000 online, just like this. And then underneath, you will notice that we have this text formatting bar where we can make some changes to this text. So to make any changes, we do need to highlight the text first, just like this. And then we can choose if we want to bold the text, italicize the text, underline, strike through. We have bullet points, we have text alignment that we can play around with here. But the most important parts are going to be right here where we can change the text color. So let's go ahead and maybe change it to blue. And then next to it, we can add a text background if we want to. I never usually use this, to be honest. And the final thing that we have is the ability to change the actual font that we are using. So one of my favorite fonts is Montserrat. Let's go down and find this. Okay, perfect. So we can select that right there. And I now have my title added in. I can then go to this next section, just as I did with the title, and we can highlight this and we can type out the subheader for this site. So the text is pretty simple, right? We just click in and then we can change the text right here. For any other elements on the website, like this video, like this countdown timer right here, instead of being able to double click on this element, like I'm trying to do this right now, what we instead have to do is just click on this pencil icon above to edit the style. So if we click on this, for example, it's then going to open up this control panel on the left-hand side. And this is how we make changes to all other elements. So in here, I could go in and plug my video. I can choose how I want to upload this, whether I want to drop in a YouTube link, a Wistia link, a Vimeo link, or just upload this straight to Kartra. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to select my video, and then we can upload the file. And we can drop this in so that this is now uploading. And then once that has loaded in, we can just select this and drop it in right here. So that is an example of how we can add in a video, but let's say we chose this template and a video isn't what we want to offer. Instead, we want to replace this element. Well, all we would do is go to the element right here, and instead of clicking on edit style, we click on delete. And as you can see, that element is now going to be deleted. Then to add a new element in, like let's say instead we are selling an ebook, what we can do is go over to components on this left-hand side. And then from here, we can see all of these different elements that we can add in. So in this example, I want to grab an image right here, and then we can drag this in. And then you can see we have all of these different areas where we can drop this. So the one that is going to be most relevant is right here. I want it above this text, so I can drop it right on this line. And that image is now going to be added in. Then the way that we add this is the exact same way that we added the video. We just go up to edit style right here. And then under image, we can select the image. Once again, select files. And then I'm going to search for my ebook and just drop this in. So that is now added. We can select this and click on confirm. And then we just want to apply these changes. And just like that, this ebook is now going to be added. If you find that your image is a little bit too big or a little bit too small, we can actually resize this by just clicking on resize right here. And then we have this bar where we can go ahead and resize this. So I actually like this at 100. However, I'm not creating this around an ebook. I just wanted to show you how to do this. So what I'm going to do is just use this undo button in this top right corner and go back to where I have my video. Perfect. So those are the landing page basics. Essentially for any element, we can delete an element, we can add new elements in using this components bar, and we just click on this and we drag this into the website of where we want to add this. And that is how you can essentially customize the base template. If I want to edit this countdown timer, I can go in and say that this is actually going to end on tomorrow. And then we can click on apply. And although it doesn't show up now, if I was to actually go ahead and preview the website, which we will later on, this countdown timer is actually going to show up with the date and time. The only thing that you might still not know how to edit is this top bar, because if we go in, we can't really edit this in the same way. We can edit the text in the same way by just clicking on right here. But to actually edit the background or even remove this, we want to go over to this settings icon on the right hand side. So we can click in and then we can either remove this section, just like that. And then if we do, we can add a new section and choose from any of these sections right here. So you can see we have all of these different types of headers. So maybe we want to add this in right here. And then to actually make changes, once again, we just go over, click on edit. And then we can make all of the changes that we need to over here on this left-hand side. So we can go into the style, we can change the background color of this. So I could change this to a blue and click on apply. And that's how we can make all of those changes. If you want to add any additional sections into your website, like let's say beneath, we want to add some text or something in here, we can go add section. And then we can choose from any of these pre-built sections that Kartra is going to give us to once again go in and edit. So I could choose this features section, for example, and let's just choose this one. And then once again, we can just go down and edit all of this. So instead of our features, I can say what you will learn. Then maybe I can go to components and I can add an image. I want to add my logo in here. So we select this and I just drag this on top. Then we can go in and edit, upload an image, and grab this image of my logo. So we can just drop this in right there and apply. Obviously, we will need to resize this. So I can drop this kind of like there maybe. And then, okay, so this is interesting. If you need to push something over within like a block like this, then look, if I go to try and align this in the center, it's not going to move. So if you do need to push something over, the way that we do this is by using margin. So we go to the margin area right here, and we want to be pushing this over from the left-hand side. So let's add 50 to this and see how this looks. Okay, we need a lot more. Let's try maybe 500. Apply. Too much. 300. Maybe a little too much once again. So we can try 250. I think this is the one. Perfect. Then we would just go down, we can click into all of these different sections and elements right here. So we can select this, we go in and edit the text. We can go down and edit the logo and the footer right here at the bottom with the text, with logos, everything that you have just learned. The final thing that we need to do on your landing page is just go in and configure this form. So all we are going to do is find the configure area, and then we can click on edit style. And we now need to create an opt-in form because you usually aren't going to have one right here. So to create this, we just go create a new opt-in form, and then we can choose a title for this. So let's just call this affiliate marketing opt-in form, and then create. And then once that is in, we can click on apply, and it's going to give us an error message right here. Now, the reason is because we actually need to back out of the page to go ahead and build out this form. So essentially, this is just a placeholder. So to build the form, all we are going to do is go up to actions and save the page first of all. This is super important. And then we can back out to the main page of Kartra right here. And we want to go down to forms on this left-hand side. So we click into forms and we can see the form that we just created, and it says configuration incomplete. So we go in and configure this. We just click on these three dots and click on edit, and then we can edit this right here. And we can now fill in the form fields that we want to collect. Now, for most people, the one that I would just recommend collecting is just a first name and an email. We already have that set up. However, if you do want to add in different fields, we can add things like middle name, last name, we can add phone numbers, cities, all of these different options right here. If you do want to add any of these, we just click in, and then we can choose a field label and a placeholder and choose if this is mandatory. And then we can just create that right there. But I want to delete this. One thing that I would recommend changing is this button right here. Instead of submit, I instead want this to say, in this example, claim my free video. It's just a better call to action, right? So we can add that in and then save this. Then once that is saved, we go save and next. We can then choose between single opt-in or double opt-in. And what this means is if we go for single opt-in, as soon as it asks them their email address and they enter it, they are added to the email list. With double opt-in, what this means is the person enters their email address and then they get sent a confirmation link. And only when they go into their email and confirm it, only then are they added to the email list. So it really depends on your marketing strategy. With single opt-in, you will get more leads and you will receive more emails, but some of those emails might be fake and some of them are going to be lower quality. Whereas with double opt-in, you will get less emails, but they are going to be higher quality as there are definitely real emails and the person is actually interested enough to go to their email and confirm the sign up. Usually with online marketing, people do go for single opt-in just because emails are so valuable and you want as many as possible. And then right here for the success page, this is essentially asking when somebody clicks on confirm and they enter their email, where do we want to take them to after that? So you can either send people straight to a link, you just paste the link in right here of where you want to send them, or you can send them to a thank you page on Kartra. We just select Kartra, go through and select this, and we can set that up right there. Once that is set up, we just go save and next. We can choose if we want to send them a welcome message to their email. If you do, you can say you want to send a welcome message. Then we can go down and fill in the email and essentially choose what we want the email to say. Then we can go next. We can then set up basic automations. So whether we want to assign people tags as soon as they load in, subscribe to sequences, or anything like this. And then right here where it says, where are you planning to display this form? We need to make sure we have this top option. And this is going to allow us to embed this onto our landing page. So we select the top option, go save, and we can finish. And this is now available. So if we now go back over to our page right here, the landing page, and we go in and edit this, you can see this form is going to be added in and they have their first name, their email, and they can submit this. Our landing page is now built. The final thing that you will want to check before we put this live is right here where it says assets in this page. Make sure this red dot says 0. If not, it will tell you if something is broken on the page. If it is, then just go through and fix this. And then once your page is ready, we just go to actions right here and we can publish live and make this page published. So then we can go and get the page link. This is the link that we need, and we can send people to go to our landing page right here. So let's go ahead and test this out. We can enter that in. And just like that, this is my landing page. We have the countdown timer, the email opt-in form, and everything else that we need. So that is how you can create a landing page on Kartra. If you found this video valuable, don't forget to smash that like button and tap that subscribe button. And until next time, take it easy.